It is a long time ago that a washerman lived in a village with his donkey. To earn his livelihood, he would bring dirty clothes from people's houses every morning with his donkey and return them after washing them. He would be engaged in this work all day long and was somehow making ends meet. The donkey had been working with the washerman for many years and had grown old with age, due to which his body had become weak, due to which he was now unable to lift the weight of more clothes. His weakness was increasing due to his age. One day, the washerman was going to the ghat to wash clothes with his donkey. It was very hot and both were suffering from the scorching sun. While walking, due to the sun and weakness, the donkey suddenly lost his footing and fell into a deep pit. The washerman was frightened by this sudden incident. His donkey also got worried, and the washerman started trying to pull him out. But both the donkey and the washerman were unsuccessful, although the donkey also tried his best despite being old and weak, but both failed. Seeing the condition of the washerman and the donkey, some people from the village came to help him, but no one could get him out of the pit. One man said,
"Hey brother, this donkey has become old now, so instead of taking it out, it would be wise to fill this pit with soil and bury it here, because all efforts will be futile."
The washerman also thought that everyone was saying the truth, and he too agreed to this. Then what happened was that they started putting soil in the pit. Before the donkey could understand anything, the villagers had made their decision. And as soon as the donkey understood what was happening to him, he screamed for some time, became very sad, and tears started flowing from his eyes. But after some time, he kept quiet and became absolutely silent. But in the meantime, the washerman noticed the actions of his donkey trapped in the pit. He saw that the donkey was doing something strange. As soon as the villagers threw mud on him, he would drop the mud from his body into the pit and climb on top of it. He kept doing this continuously. This sequence continued, due to which the pit kept getting filled with mud. But the donkey cleverly shook the mud off himself and dropped it and climbed on it and came up. And finally, the donkey came out of the pit. The villagers were also surprised to see this, and the washerman was also surprised to see this cleverness of his donkey, and his eyes became moist. So friends, we understand from this story that no matter how difficult and delicate the situation is, if we work with intelligence, understanding, and patience, then we can overcome even the most difficult situation. In a big forest lived a lazy bear. He used to eat and sleep all day long. That is why he was very fat. One day while wandering, he reached under a tree. Seeing a honeycomb on the tree, his mouth started watering. He wanted to get it while sitting. So he started thinking of a trick to get it.
"Oh God, your games are unique. Send someone who can climb the tree, extract the honey, and put it in my mouth."
A lion came there. Seeing him, Lazy Bear got scared and ran away from there. He had never run so much before, so he was very tired while running on the way. He stopped under a tree and started resting. At that very moment, his eyes fell on a small fox. It was injured and was limping. Seeing the fox, Bear started wondering how this fox survived in this jungle, even in such a condition. No animal hunted it. Now Bear sat there and started thinking again, what will happen next with this fox?
"Hey Fox, you look very helpless. I can walk and run properly, but you cannot even walk properly. You must not be getting any prey.
Brother, everything is going on with the help of God. He manages one thing or the other.
Only a little time had passed when the entire forest resounded with the fierce roar of a lion. Hearing it, all the animals around started running away in fear. The helpless fox could not run away with her broken leg. She stood there and started looking at the lion with her tearful eyes. The lion slowly started coming towards the fox. Bear thought that now the lion will definitely kill and eat this fox. After this, a strange thing happened. The terrible lion reached near the fox and stood there. He then went back behind the tree and came back with a piece of meat in his mouth. He dropped that piece in front of the fox and stood nearby. The fox started eating the piece of meat very comfortably and started smiling to himself. The lion looked at the fox very affectionately and then went away from there. Seeing this strange incident, Lazy Bear started thinking that God is omnipresent. He makes arrangements for food and water for all the creatures on Earth. When the time comes, Bear returned to his home. He came home and lay down for 2 days, waiting for someone to bring food for him, just as God had arranged food for the fox through the lion. Nothing of the sort happened. He became desperate with hunger. Finally, he left the house. Outside the house, he saw a monkey sitting under a tree. He went to him and started telling him about the incident in the jungle and his sorrow.
Dear friend, why is God doing such injustice to me? He has arranged food for other animals, but not for me.
Dear, you are thinking wrong. God has all the arrangements. There is a provision for you too, but the real thing is that He wants to make you a lion and not a lame fox.
We learn from this story that we have an unlimited store of capabilities within us. We remain unaware of it. Due to our ignorance, we are unable to recognize our role. After knowing our capabilities, we should leave laziness and help other helpless beings.